being a Dragon Ball Legends player is like being in a toxic relationship. And I know you haven't been in a relationship, because who would ever want to date a Legends player? But to put it shortly, it's a negative experience overall. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm sure that you watching this video right now are good looking and you can pull any person that you want to pull. So what I want you to do is give yourself a pat on the back, and the next time that you go and you look yourself in the mirror, say to yourself, you are enough. Also, drop a thumbs up on this video and leave a comment on your thoughts on the state of Dragon Ball Legends, because I want this to be an open discussion. I want to see and listen to what everyone thinks. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are interested as well. So, I put up a poll asking if I should make this video, because I typically don't like to focus on negativity. I find that if you are negative all the time, you just become a miserable person and you drain yourself and everything around you. But then I thought maybe if I could get all these negative feelings out, I can move on and feel better. Because guys, 2024 has not been a good year for Dragon Ball Legends. It has not been a pleasant year for Dragon Ball Legends. It has been a bad year for Dragon Ball Legends for me. If it is good for you, that's cool. I'm happy for you. Again, tell me all about it in the comments. But just hear what I have to say. This is my personal experience, and maybe you share a similar experience, and maybe you'll even learn something from my experience. Yeah, but when I said that being a Legends player is like being in a toxic relationship, what I meant to say was, for example, if you are in a toxic relationship, you're usually staying too long. You're trying to see the good in things even when they aren't there. The negatives far outweigh the positives, but for some reason, you just don't know how to stop, essentially. It's difficult to leave, and no matter how bad things get, you just keep coming back. I'd say that's a way to sum up a lot of the long time players' experience with the hit mobile game known as Dragon Ball Legends. But when it comes to the year 2024, this is the year that has been the final nail in the coffin for me. I have had enough. Uninstalled the app a day before recording this, then I reinstalled it because I realized I should probably get some footage for this video, some background fights, you know. But I'm gonna uninstall it again after this video goes up, and I'm probably not coming back. I don't want to say never coming back, because, you know, I don't want to be that guy that says never, 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 and then someone says, but you said, and then when I come back, you know, it'll be a whole mess. But I just, right now, I feel like I just don't want to play this game anymore. I have made videos about my displeasure before. I'll probably leave them in the description and or the end screen for you to check out. But I've never felt as down on the game as I have in this year, 2024. 2024 is the year that I've had enough of Dragon Ball Legends. And again, I'm only doing this because I want to get other people's perspectives, and so I can express how I've been feeling about the game all year. And what also makes me sad is that a lot of long-time players that have been playing the game, like even some big YouTubers that have been Legends players for a long time, even they have had enough and they haven't come back to Legends, or they left Legends this year. So that's also a sad experience that, you know, it really is a big blow to the overall state of the community, I'd say. A little backstory though, I started playing this game in November 2019, just over 5 years, so I've been around for a while. I've been around for a lot of this game's toxic metas, like all the GOHANs, which still goes on to this day. The introduction of Zenkai Awakening, and back then Zenkais were far above better than the rest of the characters in the game. Your dominant LFs that literally changed the game, like the first Vegito Blue and MUI Goku, to the emergence of Ultra characters. I have seen a lot and been through a lot with this game, but back then even in the tough times, there was always a silver lining. There was always a redeeming quality, a light at the end of the tunnel. In 2024, I'm not feeling any of that anymore. The magic is gone. And why is that? It's not one particular thing, it's actually a combination of various different things. Number one is PvP. The main mode of the game is PvP. This year has been an insufferable year to play PvP. Coming off the back of Legends Festival 2023, coming into the new year of 2024, we had characters like Ultra UI Sign Goku, who flippin' prevents you from switching out and gets a free ultimate on you, alongside the hard-hitting Red Beast Gohan and the new Goku and Bardock LF with their new indestructible ability. Already we were off to a rough start over there, with the Sun Family Festival being a thing. Then we got LF Super 17, who was just a press cards to win type of character, and then Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who was the most handheld unit of all time until later this year. And we'll get there, we'll get to later this year. But then soon after Ultra Gohan, we got Ultra Golden Frieza with the comeback ability, able to just essentially hurt you for winning the game. And then the anniversary, where we literally got a fusing Vegito with an unguessable rising rush that nullifies endurance. And because of how ridiculously stupid that ability was, almost every unit after had some sort of buff cancelling or ways to survive that rush. LF Ultimate Gohan is so ugly and he has such boring animations, yet his name is Gohan, so of course he is absolutely insufferable and annoying and made to be overpowered. Then we got Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He had a gauge that could evade everything, and his ultimate one-shot literally everyone. Omega Shenron, LF Omega Shenron, also had the indestructible ability. Then they realized they need to nerf Gogeta's ultimate and nerf Vegito's rising rush. So then we get the Tree of Might Goku and Ultra Turles meta, which was unbearable because every match went to timer because of how tanky they were. And then, ladies and gentlemen, remember when I said Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was the most handheld unit in the history of Dragon Ball Legends? Well, meet Ultra Majin Vegeta. After messing around and giving Vegeta the short end of the stick for years in this game, they said, you know what? You want a top Vegeta unit? You'll get a top Vegeta unit. This character has all of the worst and most broken mechanics in the entire game put together. Endurance, buff cancelling, AoE green card, automatic counter gauge against blasts that gives you a free blue card, sub count up on entry, and of course a lock-in ultimate that does half its damage to the members of your team on standby. I'm probably even forgetting some of the things here because this guy does so much. He does too much, in fact. So their solution was to drop this new Vegito Blue, who nullifies cover changes and counters. Everything saved, right? Vegito Blue was a healthy release, right? Check this out. I don't even have anything to say at this point. This should not be allowed. My guy is throwing infinite hands. I call Vegito infinite hands. It feels like the second anniversary again, where if you played against LF Vegito Blue, the original one, you could go and make a 3-course meal in the middle of a combo and come back and the combo is still not over yet. This transforming Vegito Blue is him reborn. The thing with Legends is, instead of introducing some sort of balance changes or adjustments or figuring out some long-term solution to a problem, their idea is to solve a current problem with a brand new problem. I keep telling people there is no worst meta ever. Things just progressively get worse. And what's stopping people from running Majin Vegeta and Vegito Blue together? The leader slot exists, which is also another terrible idea, by the way. And then also on top of that, they did a lot of fan favorite. They did a lot of fan favorite characters dirty this year. Like Universal Spirit Bomb Goku, he should have been the anchor of the GT team for the entire year. He was kicked off the team almost immediately. Super Vegeta was the worst LF of the year. I even made a video complaining about that. I felt terrible for Vegeta fans. Little did I know we were gonna get the Majin monstrosity later in the year, so I don't care about Vegeta fans anymore. LF Super Saiyan God Goku was a most wanted character for the anniversary, and he was dead on arrival because he dropped next to Purple Ultimate Gohan, and then later Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta completely finished him off. I see a lot of people complaining about Z Broly, who I think was pretty good, but you can debate me on that. Most recently though, LF Goku Black, one of the headliners of Legends Festival, is fundamentally flawed. His kit does not work properly and he doesn't fulfill anything. He doesn't do anything. A special shout out though to LF Fusing Gogeta Blue, because this guy was supposed to be the answer to auto counters with his assault chain mechanic, but this mechanic was an experiment that ultimately failed. They failed this unit and ended up dropping Vegito Blue with a superior mechanic that does what Gogeta Blue was supposed to do. The power creep is moving too fast and it's out of control. Almost every new unit has to completely overpower and overshadow the previous one, or have something that is broken in their kit that sets them apart. They keep upping the ante and they are gonna keep doing this until they eventually hit the ceiling. And this leads me to my second point. Summoning. They have dropped so many different broken characters this year that it's been very difficult to keep up with. In order to compete in the meta, you need to have the strongest characters. So their idea is to make every banner, or at least most of them, must summon, so that you can keep up in PvP. There hasn't really been a lot of time to breathe and allow yourself to save up CC this year because of how close together all these insane characters are dropping. If they keep releasing strong characters, you're going to want to summon more and you're going to want to spend money and buy CC to get all these characters. And on top of that, the banner formats are terrible. I don't know why they are so stingy when it comes to giving us good value banners nowadays. The rate at which they return LFs is horrible. So by the time someone comes back, they'll be irrelevant. Then the rate at which they return 1% sparkings, particularly the ones that are on the Legends Rising or Legends All-Star banners, whatever you call them nowadays, the way that they return those characters are unacceptable. I'll give you an example. The yellow Golden Freezer that came out in Legends Festival last year, that guy only returned in Legends Festival this year, I believe. By the time these characters return, they become completely obsolete. Why not at least return the 1% characters more frequently so that they can see more play, they can help bolster our teams before they become outdated? Instead, they bring back Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Red Gohan from the Stone Ages on a Legends Festival 2024 banner as one of the featured units. Completely unacceptable. Why not give us some bang for our buck? Imagine someone spends their hard-earned money or their hard-earned time and energy grinding CC just to pull LFFSK Gohan. And I didn't even get to Ultra Banners yet. Ultra Banners are literally all or nothing. The only good thing that they put on these banners are the Ultra characters themselves. So if you pull anything other than the new character on an Ultra banner, you are getting trash. Those banners are almost never worth it. I always tell people, if they want to summon for an Ultra character, only summon if it's a character that you really have a personal attachment to, someone that you really like, because otherwise you are better off summoning for LFs and you're gonna get disappointment otherwise. Now my third point is that I think I've just been doing this too long. When you are new to Dragon Ball Legends, everything is amazing and fun and hype. And granted, even nowadays their graphics and animations are impeccable even by mobile game standards. I'd argue that it looks even better than console games like Sparking Zero. I did a whole video comparing those two games, by the way, you can check that out. But when you've been doing this and you've been doing this for so long, you eventually get tired. A lot of the intrigue, a lot of the mystique around the game is gone for me. You know, back when the game didn't have every single character in history, it was fun waiting for certain people to get added. That's why I was a big advocate for Dragon Ball Timer being a part of Legends Festival 2024, because it was something new, it was something fresh. But I think I'm just not interested anymore. I'm tired, I find it draining, I find that it's a chore to play Legends for me. I noticed it when they revealed Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This was my most wanted character in Legends history. I was still excited for him, but I thought I'd be a lot more excited. I just ended up with this empty feeling inside. I wasn't fulfilled. I don't find Dragon Ball Legends fulfilling anymore. And you know, before Gogeta dropped, I was having issues. I wasn't enjoying the game that much prior to that. So when Gogeta did drop, I found it very, disheartening. So not finding Legends fulfilling anymore was a problem for me. And after Gogeta's release, I tried to tough it out, because I have people here who, they enjoy when I post clips and I post stuff about Legends, but I just gotta say that I'm sorry for letting you guys down. I just, can't play this game until I feel motivated to again, and I don't know when that's gonna be. I tried to come back for Legends Festival 2024, but I wasn't too thrilled about a new Rose and Goku Black. A new Rose, Goku Black, and a new Vegito Blue, sorry. Part 2 was slightly more exciting with Timer, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but it isn't enough for me, honestly. Like, I even pulled Super Saiyan 3 Goku and then I immediately deleted the app. I didn't even use him. I just recorded the clip of me pulling him and I posted it. I just deleted the app afterwards. But I eventually did use Goku, so I could get footage for this video and use it here. But, I mean, this entire year has just been chipping away at my will to play Dragon Ball Legends. And I don't want to do it. I don't want it to be a toxic relationship. I don't know what the future holds, But if you made it this far, I hope that you find fulfillment in everything that you do. We hope that you continue to enjoy life. I hope that you enjoy the games that you play and whatever hobbies you choose. Don't force yourself to do things that make you feel unhappy and unfulfilled. I wish you all a lovely day and a wonderful life. Take care. Click another video on screen to keep watching. Peace out. My voice is probably so drained by this video, but yeah, I've been rambling. Peace.